Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to, in my last couple videos, I've talked about my job a little bit, and I guess today's video is kind of on the same topic. Today, I want to talk about work crushes. Now, the thing you have to understand with a work crush, and it, you know, it's not just specific to that. It can be like a school crush. It can be like all those types of crushes all like pretty similar. I just don't go to college, so I work instead, and so today's video is about work crushes. But if you have a college, whether like school crush or high school crush or whatever, like you can probably relate to this video as well. So like I think the main problem with work crushes is how often you see them, and like let's say you're working like 40 hours a week. You're seeing them 4 to 5 times a day, or if you guys have different shifts, like, or you work in different departments, maybe you see them like 2, 3 times a week, but you're still seeing them. And I feel like that's the hardest part. It's like sometimes you don't even like you wouldn't even be really that into them outside of work. Like if you just saw them on the street, you'd just be like, oh damn, they're pretty. But like you wouldn't feel that way if you didn't, because it's hard to get over somebody when you're seeing them every day. If you're uh, you break up with somebody and you're in no contact, and like you don't talk to them, you don't see them, you don't interact with them, it's very easy to get over that person. But if every day you're seeing that person and working close to her, or you're talking to them every day, and you have to do a bunch of stuff together. It's hard to get over that and be like, okay, I don't have feelings for them anymore. And sometimes it's not even a feeling, it's just the fact that you're close to somebody with the same attraction as you, the same sexual attraction as you. You end up being like, oh, they're not bad looking. I've certainly fallen into that a couple times, and I'm kind of in. I don't know if I would call it a work crush. I mean, I don't really. I think sometimes a lot of young men, they get into this like mentality that, oh, I can be with her, I can do this or whatever. But sometimes it's the like mature thing to do is just realize that you're better off as friends. Like I think that's one of the best things you can do. And I know that my first video actually ever on this channel was about dating and how to approach women and stuff like that. But to be honest, like I think you have to choose your battles sometimes. You have to realize when the moment is right, or when it's gonna work out, or when it's not. Like I think that's the healthiest way to look at it, and to not always be like, oh, not always be looking to get with a girl just for the sake of it. Actually think for yourself and think about it for a minute. Like, what do I even like about this girl? Do I just like the way that she flirts back with me at work, or do I actually see something with her? Like, what? Just ask yourself that question, because it's easy to fall into that trap of just like, oh, we're two straight people. All right, well, let's see what happens, or we're two gay people. Let's see what happens. Like I've seen that so much at work. Like whatever the gender or orientation is, I've seen that everywhere, and it's the case with me and this girl at work. But I think I don't think it's the same. I don't think she feels the same way. So I'm just gonna have to, pick my pride off the floor and whatever the fuck that saying is, and just keep it pushing, because she clearly doesn't feel the same way. And as much as that hurts to say, I think it's important to face the facts and not just continuously lie to yourself. And once the delusion wears off, you realize that it was never gonna happen anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think also like the a really important thing to do is to realize, every every like job, nobody's the same age, right? Nobody is the same age. You're always gonna have different like age gaps or whatever. So like I feel like that's also a big difference between like work crushes and other crushes, because let's say you're in high school or college, and you know there's a girl in your grade that's maybe a year or two younger, or a year or two older. Like it's still kind of the same, but I feel like with work, it's so much different. Like work really, you can be 16 to 70, There's a guy at my job that's like, pardon, I think he's in his like 80s or something, and I mean, it's nuts. I don't understand how he works, but anyways, I mean, props to him. But yeah, working is much different. I'm not saying that, you can't go to college if you're in your 30s. In fact, a lot of people go, I see it. I think after COVID, like a bunch of people changed their careers, so I'm not saying you can't be, but like it's usually that's not the way. Like usually college couples are like the same age, or high school couples are the same age. Of course, there's exceptions in all cases, but that's usually how it goes. But like with work, it's very, very, very rare to find like a job or like an enterprise or whatever, like a company where everybody's the same age. That basically never happens. And so yeah, I feel like that's also the big difference with work. It's like for me that was really what it was, because she's a bit older than me. Well, I don't know. I think a little too old for me. But I mean, I can't help it. For me, it's not like I don't really have a type like that. It's just if I fuck with the girl, like if I like her, that's just what it is. If I like her personality or how she looks, I can't help it, even if she's a bit older than me. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit shorter than my usual ones, but I wanted to get it out the way, because sometimes it's like I really want to talk about something and I have to make a video to like get it out of my brain. Otherwise, my brain will keep saying the same shit over and over, and it just gets kind of tiring. So these videos really help me get that shit out of my brain. And also, this is like this is something that I've heard from a lot of guys. Like the best way to understand women more is to get a lesbian friend. I don't know why. I've heard it like I've heard it a lot from different people, like not just the same kind of friends, like videos of people like just in general. There's like a lot of straight dudes that are like, get yourself a lesbian friend, because they really understand. Like they'll make you, because the and by the way, the print, like the idea behind it is that you have to be friends with a girl that you don't have any chance with. You're never gonna be, because I feel like that's and I didn't I've wanted to make a video about how guys and girls can't be friends, but I actually don't believe that's true. I think that there's a lot of guys that'll be friends with girls just to fuck. The opposite is true as well, but it's mostly guys. Let's be honest here. But I think if you're a guy and you have a lesbian friend, and you know that you guys are never going to be together, it's good. I mean, like I've heard it can really help you understand women more, and understand that you don't have to just have guy friends. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, because it's something that I've heard a lot recently. And if any of you guys want to get a lesbian friend, I guess this is your sign. I don't even know where you would find one though. Like, what's a common interest that guys, like straight guys, have in lesbian girls? Like, I don't know. That's very, very, very hard. Maybe like a strip club or something. I don't know. Cause, yeah. Anyways, um, if you enjoyed this video, man, I hope you did. I hope I know my content is aimed towards like young men and shit, but if you're a girl and you kind of get what I'm saying, and you fuck with the message, even though I didn't, it's not specific to you. I hope you did. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.